G'day, Josh here with another Chess Rush video, and today I'm going to be talking you through a composition that I've been using recently. The combos that it features is 6 Elves and 4 Druids, which is the max of both of those, 4 Beasts, 3 Assassins and 2 Dragons. That's if you get to level 10 and you have all of the relevant pieces. One of the things that's really nice with this composition is it is a little bit flexible. There are other elves you can grab along the way before you get to the exact 6 elves that you need. So you can actually get to that maximum elf combo pretty early, which is really strong as well. So I'm going to jump into heroes and we will talk through the various heroes that you're looking to use. We're going to start with the tier 1 heroes, and the first tier 1 hero that you want is also a is not an elf at all, it's a druid. It's the only tier 1 hero that you want, and by tier 1 I mean it's a hero that costs 1 mana crystal, and it's the Witch Doctor. So you can see there he's both a beast and a druid, and his ult is summons a healing totem that's going to provide healing for yourself and other heroes within 4 grids, which is very nice. It combines very nicely with the elf combo of dodge, and you'll see that if I actually click and hold on there, you'll see that come up. So 6 elves, max elf combo provides all ally elves 44% chance to dodge attacks, which is awesome. The max druid combo, primarily druids excel at getting 3-star heroes on the board really quickly, but they also provide 20 mana for all allies within one grid upon death, so they're not completely useless outside of leveling up really quickly, but it is really powerful just having 3-star heroes on the board. Then the other things that you're working towards are Assassin, the 3 Assassin combo up the top right there. So 3 Assassins, all ally Assassins become invisible at the beginning of the battle, and their first normal attack deals 250% damage, and subsequent attacks have a 10% chance of making them invisible again. So that's quite nice for your Assassins as well. I really like the Assassins just to jump over some of the strong front lines that your opponents can have. For instance, if they're rocking a Riders composition, then I think this does better against Riders than some other compositions of Elves because you've got those Assassins in use as well. And then you're also looking at 4 Beasts, which isn't quite maximum Beasts, but the 4 Beast combo or 4 Beast buff is quite good as well. All allies have a 40% chance to summon a pet at the beginning of the battle, which is fantastic. And finally, you've got 2 dragons as well. And both of those dragons will restore 30 mana instantly at the beginning of the battle. So they're going to be getting to their ults quicker than if they didn't have that happening. So, all right, so we've started with a tier 1 Witch Doctor. He was a druid, so that's the first unit you're going to need, and you should be getting onto him pretty early. Now, keep in mind that once you actually find 4 druids, and even if one of them is Guru, if you find Guru, don't necessarily use him straight away to level up, because you might find Guru before you find your 4th Druid, and then you can actually use Guru as a substitute for your 4th Druid to get those Druids to level 3 or 3 stars, I should say, which is very, very important. So that's the one and only tier 1 unit that you need, the Witch Doctor. Then the tier 2 units, we're looking at both Everbloom and Evergreen here. Both of those are Elves and Druids. Everbloom summons a flower spirit that does attack damage, and Evergreen casts a seed of nature at a random enemy, dealing damage and also healing allies within a grid. So you can tell that you've got a bit of healing going on, a bit of summoning going on, and a lot of dodging with the elves. So it's just an all-around pretty solid unit. Obviously, Guru is a must pick up in any composition you're building, but especially important in this particular build, as he is also a druid as well as a jelly. So there, ignoring Guru, there are a couple of our tier 2 units, and the other 2 tier 2 units are both elves. So we've looked at Everbloom. So Moonlight Dragon, obviously we're ticking off our elf and our dragon, helping with our dragon combos there. And the other one you want is Unicorn Cavalier. Unicorn Cavalier can dish out a ton of damage, so you definitely need some units that are capable of doing that, and this is a really, really good one. And it does actually provide you with a little bit of flexibility if you wanted to maybe cut one of the beasts or one of the assassins and maybe not go for those combos, but go for a rider combo as well. So this is a very valuable tier 2 unit, the Unicorn Cavalier. It can be a little bit rarer though, because everyone that's building riders will be grabbing that card up as well. So keep that in mind. Sometimes you may actually have to sub that out for another elf. But luckily there are lots to choose from, so that's definitely not a problem. Then we move on to the tier 3 units. The first one being the Stinger, obviously both an elf and an assassin. Nature's Inspiration grants normal attacks a 15% chance to be critical hits, dealing significantly more damage. And I just realized that I skipped past Unicorn Cavalier's ult as well. So I think this is a passive effect. Basically, when Unicorn Cavalier attacks, the attack bounces between enemies, which is awesome. So it actually deals multiple enemies damage. It's not an area of effect spell necessarily, but it's just a transfer of damage between enemies. So that can be really powerful as well. Then our other 2 tier 3 cards, aside from Stinger, are both assassins. So we undo that and do this, and we're looking at the Horned Menace and Venom. So Venom and the Horned Menace, as well as being assassins, are also beasts, and Venom is a dragon as well, which is triggering that dragon combo with our elf dragon. Horned Menace dashes forward and deals a ton of magic damage and stuns enemies, and then Venom deals tons of damage. Another great DPS style unit as part of his ult as well. And then finally we move on to the 2 tier 4 units that we need. The first of which is Sword Dancer, possibly the best hero in the game, an elf and an assassin. And she actually brings up a shield, and that makes her so hard to kill, especially if you've got the max elf combo of 44% chance of dodging with her shield. She can stay up and take out multiple enemy heroes. She's incredible and definitely one of the best cards in the game. And the final tier 4 card that you need is a Druid and a Beast. There's Druid, and it is Nightowl. You can see that there, Beast and Druid. And Nightowl summons a pet spirit that both attacks and also has a chance to stun enemy targets. So Nightowl on level 2 or 2 stars or 3 stars is really, really powerful. So that's the composition. It's a ton of fun to build, and as I said, if we reset that and go back to elves, if you can't get certain elves, like let's say you're stuck, you can't get Unicorn Cavalier because it's all the riders, people that are building riders are picking that card up, you can adjust, maybe pick up Forest Breath, or there's other options. Nightingale if you want to go a Punisher demon route possibly. So it's definitely a really flexible build. You can get kind of most of the way there and then adjust some key pieces quite easily to change some of the additional combos. But that core combo of 6 elves and 4 druids is really, really strong, especially if you can pick up druids early and get them to 3 stars. If you're one of the first players to have 1 or 2 3-star druids out on the field, that helps significantly in terms of getting a win streak happening. So that's tons of fun. And then it is obviously most effective when you are at level 10, but because this build doesn't actually require any legendary heroes or tier 5 heroes, the 5 cost heroes, you can actually put it together relatively easy. You don't have to rely on pulling one special unit to pull it all together. So there's tons of flexibility, and it means that you can actually be pretty successful with it even if you're only getting to level 8 or level 9 in a game before the game ends. You don't actually have to max this out to get it really, really damaging. So that's an overview of the build. Let me know if you run something similar in the comments below. If you have any luck building this, obviously you can't force it too much, but if it presents itself, take advantage and use this build for sure. I've been having a ton of fun with it recently, and I'm definitely curious to know how you go with it. So let me know in the comments below. Make sure to subscribe to the channel for future content, and thank you so much for checking out this video.